Did you know dogs have unique ways of apologizing? If you've ever noticed your furry friend acting a little strange after a whoops moment, it might be their way of saying, "I'm sorry." Today, we're diving into the surprising signs that your dog is trying to make amends, and I bet number 3 will melt your heart. 1. The apology eyes. Is there anything more heart-melting than a dog's classic puppy eyes? But did you know it's more than just an adorable gesture? When your dog gives you those big, shiny eyes, they're trying to trigger an emotional response in you. This instinctive behavior involves specific muscles around their eyes, creating an expression that looks like guilt or sadness. This trait is actually the result of evolution and the unique relationship between dogs and humans. Unlike wolves, who rarely show similar facial expressions, dogs develop this skill as a way to strengthen their bond with us. They've learned that their puppy eyes increase the likelihood of receiving attention or affection. Interestingly, the apology eyes can appear even when no scolding has taken place. Many dogs use it spontaneously to grab your attention or show they're attuned to your emotions. It's more than just a way to say sorry. It's a tool to nurture the emotional connection between you and your pup. What's special about this behavior is that it's purely visual. No physical actions or dramatic movements required. It's as if your dog is quietly saying, "Hey, I care about you." So the next time your dog gives you that look, remember, it's not just an apology. It's their way of reinforcing the bond you share, using a method that only dogs have truly mastered. 2. Submissive posture. Submissive posture is a natural behavior dogs use to show respect and avoid conflict. When a dog lowers their body, tucks their tail, or avoids eye contact, they're signaling that they recognize your authority and want to keep things peaceful. This gesture is deeply rooted in the hierarchical instincts inherited from their ancestors. Unlike facial expressions like apology eyes, submission is a physical and instinctive response. In the wild, the most submissive pack members would adopt similar postures to show they pose no threat to the leader. At home, your dog mirrors this behavior, viewing you as the pack leader in their domestic world. These behaviors include lowering their body, pulling back their ears, lowering their head, or even rolling onto their back to expose their belly. It's a clear form of body language that says, "I trust you to keep me safe." However, this submission shouldn't be mistaken for fear. When the bond between a dog and their owner is healthy, these gestures reflect trust, not insecurity. Submissive posture is also a passive form of communication. It doesn't necessarily demand a direct response from you, but rather serves as a reflection of your dog's emotional state and the dynamic between you. Responding calmly and patiently to this behavior helps your dog feel secure and reassured that they have nothing to worry about. This in turn strengthens their emotional balance and ensures their trust in you remains solid. 3. Attempts to make amends. After a mistake, many dogs take a more proactive approach, bringing you toys, giving you licks, or resting their head on you. These actions are known as attempts to make amends. They're practical behaviors that reflect a clear intention to restore harmony in a direct way, without relying on submission or introspection. This behavior varies from dog to dog, but it often involves something they know you value or associate with positive moments. For instance, by bringing you a toy, your dog might be saying, "How about we turn this tense moment into something fun?" It's a natural strategy to regain your attention and shift the emotional dynamic. Beyond offering objects, many dogs try to repair the bond by seeking physical closeness. They might lie next to you, lick your hands, or look at you with affection. These actions are aimed at rebuilding the connection and showing they're seeking your approval. What makes these attempts so special is that they rely on a pre-existing relationship of trust. Dogs with strong bonds to their owners are more likely to use these strategies because they've learned that positive actions lead to positive responses. It's a direct reflection of the social learning they develop over time. Responding positively to these gestures is key. A smile, a gentle pet, or even playing with the toy they brought can reinforce that their effort was appreciated. This helps strengthen the bond and teaches them that even after difficult moments, love and partnership remain steadfast. 4. A change in behavior. After being scolded, when a dog realizes they've done something that upset you, they might respond with a noticeable change in behavior. They may become quieter, avoid playtime, or even retreat temporarily. This introspection is their way of processing the situation and adjusting their attitude based on the emotional cues in the environment. Unlike attempts to make amends or physical submission, this behavior is more about reflection than action. Your dog is responding to the emotional atmosphere and adjusting their behavior to avoid making the situation worse. It's almost like they're taking a time out to think things through, showing how attuned they are to their surroundings. This reaction can also vary depending on your dog's personality. More introspective dogs may take longer to return to normal, while more confident dogs tend to bounce back quickly. Regardless, this temporary change in behavior reflects their sensitivity to the household dynamic. The most important thing in this moment is to avoid interpreting their withdrawn behavior as negative. They're not being stubborn or moody. They're simply processing what happened. Additional reprimands can prolong this state, whereas a calmer, more supportive approach helps them adjust and return to their usual self. Offer reassurance through calm signals, such as a gentle voice or soft pets. This reinforces your dog's confidence and shows them that despite the mistake, your bond remains strong. 5. Following your every move. If your dog starts following you around the house after a tense situation, it's more than just a sign of clinginess. This behavior is an attempt to seek reassurance and make sure that the bond between you remains strong. Being by your side is their way of reinforcing the connection and finding a sense of safety. Unlike other signals such as apology eyes or submissive posture, following you is an ongoing action. It's not just a reaction to a specific moment, but a way for your dog to observe your responses over time. This behavior reflects both their need for security and their desire to maintain emotional closeness with you. Dogs who follow their owners are also incredibly attentive to subtle cues. They analyze your tone of voice, facial expressions, and even your movements to gauge the emotional atmosphere. This constant reading helps them determine when it's safe to relax or return to their usual behavior. This habit is more common in dogs with a strong bond with their owners, but it can become more pronounced after moments of tension. It's as if your dog is seeking confirmation that everything is okay, while simultaneously showing their willingness to stay by your side. If your dog starts following you like this, reinforce their sense of security with simple gestures, like a kind word or a gentle pet. This not only reassures them, but also strengthens the bond of trust between you, ensuring they feel safe enough to return to their normal routine. So, did you recognize any of these signs in your dog? Now that you know how they try to say sorry, why not return the favor with some love and understanding? After all, they just want to be the best friend you deserve. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us bring you and your furry friend even more great content. And check out the video on the screen right now. It'll show you how to interpret even more amazing dog behaviors. Click it and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps you and your dog build an even stronger connection. See you next time.